Imagine this. You've been married for 14 years. You have an adorable daughter and a husband who looks at you with nothing but love. Then one day, you discover that your husband has been living under someone else's identity, and that he's a prime suspect in a series of murders. Shocking, right? But here's the real twist. You're the police detective investigating him. Today, we're talking about Flower of Evil, a Korean drama that tells a tense love story between a man who imitates emotions and his detective wife who slowly uncovers his secrets. With its gripping suspense, constant twists, and emotional depth, this show brings together everything I personally love in a series. If you're into psychological thrillers with romance and moral gray areas, this will be a spoiler-free review covering everything you need to know. Let's find out if Flower of Evil is the right show for you. Flower of Evil asks a simple but deeply unsettling question. Do you need to fully know someone in order to love them? And more dangerously, what if the person you think you know is actually someone else entirely? At the center of this bold premise is the image of a perfect family. A loving husband, a devoted wife, a sweet child, and a quiet life. But beneath that calm surface lies a dark past that slowly begins to unravel. Our main characters are Cha Ji-won, a homicide detective, and her seemingly perfect husband, Baek Hee-sung. Everything feels normal at first, until the case Ji-won is investigating starts leading straight to her own home. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear, this isn't a typical who is the killer story. The series also explores identity theft, hidden lives, and illusion. This is not about catching a criminal. It's about asking, who is this man really? The tension is built quietly, through glances, silence, and subtle details. And the show leaves us with a haunting question. Can the flower of evil heal if it's watered with love? Baek Hee-sung is the heart of the series. Is he cold and emotionally distant? Or is he someone who simply doesn't feel emotions at all? On the surface, he's a devoted father and a skilled metal craftsman. But his past is filled with trauma, mysterious murders, and a stolen identity. The role is played by Lee Joon-gi, who delivers an incredibly controlled and chilling performance. His ability to maintain tension without overplaying emotion is one of the show's biggest strengths. Cha Ji-won is a highly capable homicide detective. As she follows the clues surrounding her husband, she finds herself torn between justice and love. Moon Chae-won's performance deserves special mention. She brings emotional realism and quiet strength to a character facing an impossible dilemma. The supporting characters also play an important role in sustaining the mystery. Especially Hee-sung's manipulative parents, a hospital director father, and a pharmacist mother who appear perfect to society, but whose home is filled with coldness and tension. The secret room in their house becomes one of the series' most unsettling elements. In my opinion, there are 3 key reasons why Flower of Evil stands out from typical K-dramas. First, the performances. One standout example is the scene where Hee-sung practices smiling in front of a mirror. Lee Joon-gi perfectly captures the thin line between emotional emptiness and deep inner pain. Physically and psychologically, he fits the role flawlessly. Second, the twists. Throughout the series, you constantly ask yourself, is he the killer or the victim? The suspense never fades. Third, the balance between romance and tension. This isn't just a crime drama. It's a heavy test of loyalty, love, and trust. Flower of Evil is not a loud show. Its darkness hides in dim lighting, quiet homes, and everyday moments. The camera often stays close to the characters, pulling the viewer into their uncomfortable silence. This subtle atmosphere is what separates the series from more conventional crime dramas and, honestly, strengthens its psychological impact. So, let's talk about what really works in this show. Strengths, deep character writing, a strong lead performance, consistent psychological tension, and emotional scenes that really feel earned. But, there are a couple of weaknesses too, a slower pace in the early episodes, and some side plots that feel, well, a bit overly complex. That said, these issues don't undermine the experience. They simply require a bit of patience. This show is perfect for viewers who enjoy psychological thrillers, morally gray characters, and character-driven stories. If you're looking for something different from classic romantic K-dramas, this is a great choice. And if you enjoyed Mouse, there's a very high chance you'll like Flower of Evil as well. My rating, 8.5 out of 10. To me, Flower of Evil is more than a crime drama. It's a disturbing psychological portrait built around identity, love, and trust. By the end, you're left asking yourself, can a person truly escape their past? And can love really illuminate a darkness someone is born with? Our journey through the magical world of screens continues. Don't forget to subscribe to Screen Notes if you'd like to join us on this journey. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.